The Washington Justice were one of the worst teams in GOATS last year, compiling 2 wins over the first 3 stages. But they kind of stole all of our hearts in Stage 4 when Corey popped off and helped the team to 6 wins and 1 loss in the 4th stage. Now, there's a lot that they need to change going into the new season, and they definitely did that, overhauling almost their entire roster. But people are getting excited, and they love Corey, and they're excited to watch what he can do this season. So let's get into whether or not this team really has improved that much. First off, like I said, they lost almost everybody. They only have 3 players staying that started last season. Let's see. Sleepy, Guido, Otto, Hyanu, Janus, Samsen, all lost. They're all gone. There are obviously a few players in there that are alright, but none of them are on an Overwatch League team at the moment, so that's kind of telling. Yeah, this team was bad. Like I said, 2 wins in the first 3 stages. And overall in the league, once you do count Stage 4, they actually were able to climb up to 17th place, 8-20. So let's think about it. If they didn't have that last stage, they would have gone 2-19. That's pretty bad. Like, atrocious. So they definitely need to make some changes. Corey and Stratus are staying, and that's a solid DPS duo, I think. They have Tuba, who's coming in, who's had minimal success from contenders, and I don't think he's going to play much. I'll just put it that way. Yeah, Corey and Stratus. I think Stratus is alright. Like, he's nothing special, but he's definitely like a lower-end starting DPS in the league. And Corey is obviously the superstar of this team. He's the one who like really helped this team to a 6-1 Stage 4. And everyone's really excited to watch him this season, but is he going to be able to carry this roster like the rest of the way? Ark and Aim God, they're both, again, I think, deserve starting spots in the league, but not for a contending team. You know, like basically a 20th to 15th team. They don't have that impact and like that carry potential and, you know, to really elevate a team to the next level. But I think they're, for what the squad's at right now, Ark and Aim God fit in pretty well. Tanks, they have Elevote, Lulsish, and Roar. And I really rate the Roar signing. I think he'll be good. But I just don't know how much of an impact he'll be able to have on this team, you know what I mean? Like, from his position of an off-tank, he'll definitely improve the team, but it's hard for him to carry the team in that position, you know what I mean? And I think he'll be a solid starter for this team, and he's a big pickup for the future. But this year, I don't know how much of an impact it'll have. Then you have Elevote and Lulsish as the other tanks. I believe they're both... Oh no, okay, yeah. So Lulsish is the main tank, and he comes from Overwatch Contenders Europe from Angry Titans, where they did alright. They won Season 1, and they got 3rd in the Atlantic Showdown. And so he's alright. I don't know if he's expected to be amazing, though. But again, I think for the level his team's at, he's definitely a player who can improve in the future. And, you know, he's like a rookie, so he'll have lots of time to improve. And I'd be excited to see how he does. So with him and Roar coming in, I think those are 2 pieces that could be good for the future if Lulsish develops well. And then Elevote is... Or no, I just talked... Yeah, so I was just looking at Elevote, my bad. Elevote's the one from... No, yeah, okay, sorry. They look similar in their little profile picture. Anyways, Elevote came from Team Envy, where they won North America West. And so he's an off-tank as well, but I don't see him starting over Roar. I haven't watched his gameplay, but I imagine Roar, he's a solid veteran who's proven he can do it at the highest level. My guess would have to be Roar starting there. And so overall, this roster's alright. Like, they're not as bad as they were last year, that's for sure. But are they any good? I'm going to say no. Corey's the only player on this team that I would say deserves to be on, like, a playoff roster, you know what I mean? Everybody else is very, very average or below average, and I don't think Corey can carry them that hard this year. Like, yeah, they had 1 good stage last year, but now everybody's had an entire off season to improve on 2-2-2, and you can't rely on one guy to carry you through a whole season. It's just not going to happen. And so yeah, I'm honestly worried for these guys. I think there's a lot of expectations that they're going to do well, but I don't see it happening unless there's some huge step-ups in play from Ark and Aim God in the support role, and Lulsish becomes a really good like star breakout main tank. Even at that point, I don't think they'll be pushing for a high spot in the league. They'd be like barely making the playoffs, you know what I mean? And so I'm excited to see how they do. I'd like to see them develop well, and some of these like core pieces that I acquired that haven't had much Overwatch League experience. It'll be exciting to see how they do. But this team will definitely be towards the bottom of my power rankings. So yeah, this is the last team preview for the season. The season's going to be starting soon. I'm super excited for it. I hope you guys enjoyed. I've been Emrat. Thanks for watching.